I've joined my elastic into a circle. What I did was I overlapped, you see that? I overlapped my 2 layers and actually sewed a square and then a cross to give it a really nice, secure closure. So now I have a loop of elastic that's slightly smaller than my waistband. So what we want to do is open up the waistband tube, and I'm going to put my elastic up to that fold, and then I'm going to fold the bit of fabric on top of that. So you can only do so, you just want to get started, don't want to go the whole way around. And then what I'm going to aim to do is to sew all these layers together along a line around here. So we're about 1 centimetre seam allowance, maybe slightly more in from the edge. And I'm not wanting to catch. You can see there's you can kind of see where the elastic, you know the elastic is that deep. And I'm wanting to sew in the bit so I'm not catching the elastic, I'm making a casing. So you would put it to your machine. So you would get it to your machine and start sewing. And then as you sew, once you get going, I'm going to actually make my stitch a little bit longer. As you sew, you just want to make sure you push that elastic right into that crevice at the fold at the top of your waistband, and then you can just whiz around your waistband. Again, I'm just pushing it right into that crevice, smoothing it. So this is the bit I'm going to be sewing. And I'm going to hold it with my far hand as well, just to encourage it to go through the machine. And then as we start to get around to the other side, you're going to have to just pull it a little bit. And exactly the same, just push it into that crevice, fold it on the top of itself, and sew. And I'll use my hand just to help guide that through. And again, I'm just going to push it into that crevice, fold it down, and I want to keep sewing. Pulling it through the machine. Pulling it down. Pulling it through, encouraging it through. You can kind of pull it out and stretch it as you go. Butt it up to that crease again and keep going. Get to a point where you've not got enough elastic. So what you want to try and do is pull that elastic through that casing that you've just made. Do you see? So you can kind of pull it and you see what's happening here, it's kind of bunching. So that's kind of what you want to do, and you're now starting to create that elastic waistband effect. So again, we're halfway around, I think. Right up to that crease line. Encourage it through the machine. Yeah. And again, right up to that crease line. Encourage it through. So we're getting to the point now where we're almost at the end. I'm just going to pull that elastic through a little bit further, right up to the crease, and encourage it through. So I guess the key thing here is you don't want to be catching that elastic anywhere with your stitching, which sometimes I feel like I am doing. I don't think I am. And you just want to sew on top of those stitches that you started at, and that's you come out. So once you've got around your, now you'll see what we've created is a lovely elasticated waistband that we're then going to put onto our trousers.